everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2. So, the creature creator is a thing that it was not in the version of this game that I 100%ed. So, it's a thing we're going to have to deal with because you can get a dress sphere from doing this. We're not going through the tutorial for this right now because it's crazy long and is better suited to, you know, video 20 or something like that. But, and I haven't messed with it at all, so it doesn't even really make a lot of sense. And I've gone through the tutorial once, and it's well over an entire video. But we do have to talk to people to get character introductions.
Still analyzing.
Buddy and brother are old friends. Buddy says he was aboard Sid's airship with us 2 years ago. When I told him I didn't remember, he seemed disappointed. This is Pain. I look up to her as a sphere hunter, and also as a friend. I still don't know her very well. She's not exactly the talkative type. I heard she joined the Gullwings shortly before I did. Riku doesn't know much about her either.
What now?
Nothing.
Okay, let's just talk a little bit, kind of about the character layout of this game, right? So, the idea was that when they made Final Fantasy, the sequel to Final Fantasy X, what they wanted to do was they wanted to make a really lighthearted game. And so, all-female cast, which was apparently a first for a Final Fantasy game. A lot of this information is from Wikipedia. You can look it up if you want. So they thought about adding Lulu back in again, actually, and decided that she was kind of an overbearing, kind of like big sister presence, and that they really wanted the story to focus on Yuna without that going on. So they had to do something because the original game only had the 3 girls, and so I suppose they invented Pain, who you will notice is kind of a combination of Auron and Lulu combined. Which is kind of the thing, you know, if you're gonna make Yuna ostensibly a magic user, then and Riku is already kind of like this thief. You know, you an RPG needs a heavy, right? Like they need a hack and slash. And so Pain actually works kind of good that way. Although being a new character, it's really weird. Now, there are other we will see Kamari in this game. We will see, obviously we've seen we will see Waka and Lulu and all these characters from the first game because it's only 2 years later, and the only person I don't think that exists in this game is Auron, which is, man, what a shame.
I know everything.
Shinra's an Al Bhed. He's a real whiz kid.
Okay, one of the things we can do is look at treasure spheres. And watch this one. You have to do this for completion percentage, by the way.
No, I'm not sorry. I haven't done anything wrong. I know you're listening. If she was your girl, what would you do? How can you blame me for trying to use your weapon? It was the only way I could save the summoner. What would you do if you were me? Let me out! I want to see her!
So, one of the things too is that what you'll notice, or maybe you won't notice, is that this game there's a lot of parody of kind of pop culture, and not specifically American pop culture. Although, a lot of people have mentioned Charlie's Angels in association with this game, and that's fair, but there's a lot of things about kind of anime and J-pop, things like that. Or like just pop idols in general. Which is not really a thing that America does a ton of, but, you know, we have analogous celebrities.
Having fun?
You bet. It all began when I saw this sphere of you. At least, it looked like you. I couldn't say for sure. I thought I might find more spheres like it if I joined the Gullwings, so I did. Oh, in case you're wondering, the Gullwings are sphere hunters, and sphere hunters are, well, this. We fly all over Spira. I'm really enjoying myself.
Glad to hear it. For a while there, I was starting to feel like a kidnapper.
Don't be silly.
Yuna, has my talking gotten better?
He really has improved quite a bit. He told me that he practiced, just so that he could talk with me more.
Okay, learning Albed. Brother and the Albed race speak their own unique language. Yuna has managed to pick up a little Albed during her travels with the Gullwings, but she still has a ways to go. Go digging for Albed primers in the Beacon Desert. Expose yourself to the language as much as possible, and you'll be proficient in no time. Don't try to do that right away. You will die. These are random, by the way.
Let's go! Party! Party!
Okay, we scored the Festivalist dress sphere. This was also news to me. I was like, what is going on here? Up, up, and away. I mean, maybe the letters they change are random, but I think the numbering might be random. So, I talked to Brother, I talked to Buddy, I talked to Shinra, I talked to... Wait, was that... That wasn't actually his name, right? I got that wrong.
I know everything.
His name is actually Shinra? Like the bad guys in Final Fantasy VII? That's weird. I did not... I had never thought about that. Okay, there's actually just a few more things we have to do before we can... for completion percentage, actually. So, like, you have to watch that sphere. You have to talk to everybody, I think, but you might not have to talk to Buddy. But he does give you an Albed primer, so you might as well talk to him. So you have to watch that sphere, you have to do that, and then we have to go to some different areas. So I believe if we go to the engine room, we can get free stuff. And we should do that, because free stuff is free. Engine stuff. Alright, so those were all good things, standard items for RPG stuff. We know what things, like, we know what potions restore your hit points. Ether restores your magic points. Magic points are the points that it costs to cast spells, and hit points are your life points. Okay, good. I guess it never really occurred to me that I should have to do that, but, Oh, by the way, so Yuna can jump over certain obstacle-y things if you hold circle. And there'll be a tutorial on that in the next kind of area, but here's one of them, like right over here. And like if you hold circle, she'll jump. If you don't hold circle, she'll stay. Like she'll just run into the edge. We'll try this again. A little bit of tutorial for you. See, she can't run over the edge. I mean, she clearly is over the edge. Like, that's pretty great. I had no idea that was a thing. So, she's a witch! She's a witch! Get her. Also, is there a big bird's head above that door? So you hold circle and she'll jump. Boom. You need to talk to this guy.
Now, what can I do for you?
Our barkeep's a Hypella. No one knows his real name, so everyone just calls him Barkeep. Brother took him in, and now he works aboard the airship.
Alright, so we can go to the Gull store. And, I mean, we've got 8 Phoenix Downs. I don't anticipate needing more than we'll pick up. We have 20 potions, antidotes. It's probably not dumb to pick up kind of these statusy things.
Thank you.
Another thing that we should do, since we're in tutorial mode, we actually have to rest here.
Sleep tight.
I forgot about that. You need to rest. Not to advance the plot. It's a percentage thing again. So, while we're up here, well, let's...
Dobrana Fija, Yuhimoke Klusmada. Call rings! Report to the bridge!
I think he said something about customers. Okay, so we can save our game here, but before we do, so let's just talk about some things. Obviously, items, I mean, white magic you can use outside of battle. We can equip things. Now, equipping is a little more complicated in this game because we can equip garment grids, dress spheres, and accessories. Silver glasses make us dark proof. Iron bangle raises max hit points by 20%. We desperately need that for you, no? She's weak. I want Pain to be dark proof because she's our warrior. So, one of the things we can do is we can go to garment grids, and we only have the one, so it doesn't matter. But we can. Yuna, Riku, and Pain are currently using this garment grid. Are you sure you want to rearrange its dress spheres? And I do. So, one of the things I want to do is I want to remove all of them. And I want to put warrior, I think, here. I want to put gunner, which is, yeah, gunner. And then thief in the central kind of area. And then, so this is Festivalist can go here, and Songstress can go here. Because that will make, if my default for Yuna is going to be Gunner, then she can switch to Songstress, Festivalist, or the other ones pretty easily. And then it kind of isolates Riku from Festivalist, which is kind of a shame. And kind of isolates Pain from Songstress, which I actually think is a smart move. I'm never going to turn Pain into a Songstress, so unless I'm trying to level up that, her abilities. One or more currently equipped garment goods have been modified. Please choose new dress spheres for Yuta, Pain, and Riku. Yeah. Okay, so I can choose a dress sphere for Yuta, and we can change to this whatever we want. So, yeah, we'll just do, I guess, Gunner for her. And we'll put them all back to their defaults. Okay, and we will get different garment grids, and what garment grids will have are paths on them. That then, like, certain garment grids will allow you to use magic or abilities to, like, when you equip them. And then the paths, when you change across a path, like going through a space, will allow you to use certain things. I mean, we'll know it when we see it, right? So creature is this thing for whatever. Okay, party members. What do we have? Oh, we can, yeah. The config. Sphere changes, for now we're going to leave them as normal. We're going to, I think we're going to go to wait mode here. I don't know. I like the rest of this. I don't mind battle help. Yeah. We want subtitles on. And then is that it? Oh, yeah, we have abilities, right? So whatever dress sphere, all of our people have dress spheres. So in the Gunner dress sphere, Yuna has mastered these abilities. Other abilities will unlock when things are mastered. But we can select what we want her to learn next. Like if we want her to become dark proof, we can select that, and any experience towards abilities will go towards that. Or we can go to trigger happy level 2 if we want. Pot shot for now I think is fine for her. But for songstress, we could, you know, whatever Samba's shuffle dance, sleepy dance. For festivalist, we can make pointless proof. But the reason this is really important at this stage in the game, I think, is that, I don't know, Flame Tongue is pretty good. But the idea that Armor Break is available to me is a huge deal, right? I mean, these elemental attacks are fine, but Armor Break is enormous. Like, it's such a handy skill. Pilfer Gill, you know, I don't really know what any of these kind of do, but maybe I should just set up Flee, because it's easier than escaping with every character individually. Wait a minute. Maybe that was wrong. I don't know. I don't need to steal money. And this is only 10. Oh wait, First Strike is crazy! Okay. So anyway, so that's what we could do kind of with the menu right now and what we have going on. So when we come back, more of this. And obviously the save spheres work the same way. If you're on the ground, you can use them to board the airship. Otherwise, they're just the same sphere. And they always refill your hit points and magic points. So I will see you for the next video. Bye.